What do dancing bees and Tony Montana have in common? Absolutely nothing other than this video. So today I thought I'd take the opportunity to highlight two interesting coins. There's not a whole lot happening in the way of new releases at the moment, and periodically I take a look at stock that I find interesting, and I might start a bit of a series where I just highlight a coin or two just from general stock that I find interesting and is worth a closer look. So we'll begin with the Austrian Waggle Dance bee coin. This coin is presented in a nice presentation card. It has an illustration of how the bee does its dance, as well as in both languages we have the information on the boogie of the bees. So I'll read that out for you now. In the early 20th century, the unusual behavior of honeybees piqued the curiosity of behavioral scientist Carl von Frisch, who lived from 1886 until 1982, who grew up in Vienna. He was intrigued by the way the insects sometimes moved in circles and perform a figure-of-8 waggle dance. In time, von Frisch discovered that when doing so, bees are in fact speaking a dance language to other members of the hive to show them where they can find pollen and nectar. Although originally disputed by other scientists, von Frisch's theory eventually earned him the Nobel Prize in 1973. It is not just bees themselves that benefit from this wonderful phenomenon, as other living creatures, including humans, do so too. Honeybees, wild bees, and bumblebees are a vital part of the ecosystem. Their welfare is our welfare. On the back of the card, we just have some information, some technical specifications. So the total mintage for this coin is 50,000. The face value or monetary value is €5. It was issued on the 8th of March in 2023, and it is also a quarter ounce of silver. So the purity is 92.5% and the weight is 8.41 grams. So the fine weight being 7.78 grams, which is the quarter ounce of silver, that's the actual silver content. So there you go. It's a beautiful design. I really like the detail on this coin. When it catches the light just right, the bee really sort of pops out from the design, and I think they've done a really great job. I may even go so far as to say I may prefer this to the Royal Australian Mint's Honeybee $2 coin. It's really nice, and obviously it hits a soft spot for me in being a silver coin, so it has that going for it as well. Moving on, in a complete right angle transition, we have the Al Pacino as Scarface 1 ounce silver coloured coin. It is actually a coin despite being a bar in appearance, because on the obverse we have a legal tender value of $2 issued under the government of Niue. For those that are unaware, if you haven't seen the Scarface film, I realise I do have some younger viewers of this channel. Maybe wait until you're a little older or speak to your parents. It's a pretty intense film with a lot of adult themes, so I'll just get that out of the way. But something worth noting is the iconic track Push It to the Limit was made famous in this film. So that's something that everyone can get around. If you go onto YouTube or Spotify, look up the song Push It to the Limit, and that is an iconic Scarface track. So the coin comes along, it's in a lovely box with a certificate of authenticity with some information and specifications on the coin. They produced a total of 1,000 of these coins. The box also has a nice little write-up on the back, which says Scarface is an unforgettable icon of money, power, and extravagance, with Al Pacino's mesmerizing performance as Tony Montana, one of the most ruthless gangsters ever depicted on film. The gripping 1983 crime epic has transcended generations, and its influence on popular culture continues today, with Scarface still widely perceived as the ultimate gangster film. So there you go, two very distinctly different but unique coins in their own right. You've got the 40th anniversary of Scarface depicted on a nice rectangular bar coin, and the honeybee. I think it's all sorts of bees that do the waggle dance. I might stand corrected, but you've got the bee doing the waggle dance produced by the Austrian Mint. I think both of these coins are really, really interesting. If you're right into film and, Scarface is a bit of a classic for you, that's something that would make for a lovely display piece. Or if nature is more your thing, which I can probably get behind a little more, the waggle dance is probably the winner for me. If there are any coins that you'd like to see highlighted or done in this sort of comparison style, look, it's sort of comparing apples and oranges. They're two very different things, but I thought it would just be a nice opportunity to highlight some of these coins. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.